Talk about someone that we passed on, Ohio State quarterback Justin Fields. He could have been a Detroit Lion if we really wanted him to. He was right there. First round selection rolled around at number 7 overall. Obviously, we took Penei Sewell, which I'm not too upset about, but the Chicago Bears traded up 9 spots with the New York Giants to draft him at number 11 overall. So quite a few teams watched him go by. Obviously, not all of them needed quarterbacks, and other quarterbacks went before him that are much better. But you guys, should we be upset that we did not draft Justin Fields, Jeff?
Absolutely not, and not yet, at least, because it's too early. Justin Fields hasn't even thrown a touchdown in his young career yet. 2 interceptions. He's still trying to find his way to the NFL. And on the flip side, Penei Sewell is still trying to get used to the NFL. He obviously just gave up, we all know 7 pressures, whatever, 2 sacks. Both guys are working through their hiccups a little bit, but to say that we should regret not drafting Justin Fields, if you look at where the Lions were, we acquired Jared Goff with 2 years left on his contract with a team that had many, many holes, regardless of the quarterback position. So I honestly disagree with the question. I think Penei Sewell, I'll have the argument with you about Rashawn Slater or Penei Sewell or Micah Parsons or Penei Sewell, but I'm not going to have the Justin Fields argument just because at the time, if you select Justin Fields, yes, you have your quarterback. You have a guy who won't touch the field year 1, maybe 2, unless you trade Goff at the end of year 1 and you have Fields as your starter. But when you draft a quarterback, you want a majority of, if not all 5 years of that rookie deal, because if you look at what the Bears are doing, we're going to sit Justin Fields. We're going to have Andy Dalton. Look at, they're 5 games in. What's happening? Fields is named their starter for the rest of the season. They want the guy to get reps. So, in my opinion, if you're asking the question, should they have drafted Justin Fields, it's way too early. Because if Justin Fields becomes, Lamar Jackson with an arm, then we can have a conversation. But
no,
at least right now, no, absolutely not. They shouldn't regret it.
Look at your timeline, Detroit. You can't you don't regret not drafting a quarterback. You would have wasted 2 years, and you wouldn't have had the cap space to surround him with the pieces he would need to succeed as a young quarterback in the NFL. What do young quarterbacks need? They need a situational/functional run game, right? You need to be able to run the ball, at least the whole team's accountable. You need some skill positions taken care of, not just the tight end position. So you need a few receivers. You think Justin Fields or any of these quarterbacks walk into Detroit and have success? Absolutely not. You had 2 years left of the Jared Goff contract before you seen him play a snap. The Lions were not in the market to draft a quarterback. You weren't going to waste 2 years of a rookie contract and really 1, because the first year he wasn't going to play.
Right.
And then you can make the argument, well, Adam, we could have started him year 2. But does that guarantee he pans out? And you're sitting here now without a left tackle. You would start the season without Taylor Decker, and you would be even in a worse position. And if Jared Goff somehow got hurt and you had to put in this rookie quarterback, well, my friend, you would look like the Chicago Bears right now.
Yep.
You wouldn't be able to protect your quarterback, and you would be not that dynamic on offense. It's that simple. No, the Lions shouldn't regret, not even just Fields, any quarterback.
Yeah. They
shouldn't have considered any quarterback this draft. This was not the draft to do it. It was the prior draft. I don't even want to get into that discussion. It's not even worth a conversation. It actually isn't. The Lions should not regret not going for a Justin Fields, a Mac Jones. Doesn't matter. It didn't. You have to look at teams, guys, and where they fell during a draft, right? It's easy to say, well, this team didn't take Deshaun Watson. They suck. This team didn't take Patrick Mahomes. They suck. Well, you really have to look at your team and be like, do we need a quarterback right now? Or do we need to shore up our defensive front, or our linebacking team, or our secondary, or our offensive line? If you have a quarterback, why are you taking one in the first round? Mm-hmm. Especially when the guy has 2 years left. Now, this upcoming draft, okay, makes sense. And we talked about this yesterday. Yeah. I don't mind taking a chance on a quarterback if they fall, let's say, in the 3rd or 4th round. I don't mind that. But in the first round, no. You're going the heavy defensive players, secondary players, defensive line, and you're going to do that for the first 2 rounds. And then maybe you consider a wide receiver, and then maybe a quarterback. And that's the only way. And you know what you need to do? You need to hit on these picks. You don't have the luxury of 4 or 5 years of plug and play trying to figure out, oh, this guy missed, this guy hit. Oh, but, you know, we missed on the first round here, but the third round guy is really good. No, you need to start hitting. And if Penei Sewell can develop into a top, let's say top 5, top 3 left tackle, which I think we can all agree, we believe his ceiling, he can be the best left tackle in the NFL years from now.
Yeah.
So that's his ceiling. If he ever gets to that, well, it's not even a conversation you hit on the pick. But regardless, you were not in a position to draft a quarterback. Brad Holmes was not walking in after acquiring 2 first-round picks. Over the next 2 years, he was not coming in and drafting a quarterback. That's not how it works. We agree that they're 8-9 players away in total.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Okudah may not even work out. You need a secondary help. You need safety help. You need linebacking help. Mm-hmm. Your defensive line is not getting any pressure.
You need weapons too.
Torn Achilles, he's done for the year. How does he return? How does he come back? Is he going to be slower? Is he going to be the same guy? So many questions. Quarterback is not the play last year, and it's not the play this year unless it's in the later rounds. So no, Justin Fields is a different scenario. I don't think he was a fit. I know there are people that wanted him, but no, he wasn't a fit in Detroit. I think he's a good fit in Chicago. Will it work out? Will he be the first quarterback to work in Chicago? We don't know.